Good morning, all. This is the third class in second chapter. In previous class, we discussed about pathway of air, importance of epiglottis, and role of diaphragm in respiration. And also answer these questions. Explain pathway of air in human beings. Write importance of epiglottis. Write role of diaphragm in respiration. Our lungs are spongy in nature. When we are comparing two lung sizes, left lung is smaller than right lung. Because of our left side, we have heart. To providing space for the heart, our left lung is some small when we are compared with the right lung. Our lungs are covered with two membranes. These membranes are called as pleura. Pleura filled with one fluid. This fluid is important for production of our lungs. It is protecting from injury and also aid in expansion of the spongy and elastic lung muscles as they slide one over the other. Our lungs are protected by the pleura. Pleura, two layers around the lungs is called as pleura. There are two membranes present around the lungs is called as pleura. This pleura is important for protecting our lungs. Whenever we are taking oxygen into the lungs, first it is enter into the alveoles. Alveoles are structural functional units of our lungs. There are millions of small chambers are present in the lungs is called as alveoles. When we are observing this diagram, so it is indicating small cell-like structure present in the lung. In this small structure only gases exchange will takes. Carbon dioxide leaves the blood, oxygen enter into the blood. Because of these alveoles are surrounded by the blood capillaries. Tiny blood vessels is called as blood capillaries. So, in cellular respiration, carbon dioxide produced and it is enter into the blood. This blood carry the carbon dioxide towards the lungs in the place of alveoles. And in inhalation, we are taking oxygen from the external environment. These oxygen enter into the blood with using of alveoles. So gases exchange part in our body, especially in the lungs, is called as alveoles. With the help of diffusion method, oxygen and carbon dioxide vice versa will be exchanged. So carbon dioxide enter from blood to alveoles and oxygen enter from alveoles to blood with the help of diffusion method. Diffusion, movement of molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration is called as diffusion. So more percentage of carbon dioxide present in the blood and low amount of carbon dioxide present in the alveoles. So blood to alveoles carbon dioxide exchange is there and high percentage of oxygen present in the alveoles and less percentage of oxygen present in the blood tubes or blood capillaries. So oxygen enter from alveoles to blood with the help of diffusion method. So gases exchange at alveoles to capillaries with the help of diffusion method. Diffusion is a process of exchange of gases in our body. Whenever we are observing this table, you have to observe this table in exhaled air and inhaled air, the percentage of gases. So whenever we are seeing oxygen percentage in inhaled air it is 21%. But in exhaled air oxygen percentage is 16. And in inhaled air carbon dioxide percentage is 0.03%. But in exhaled air carbon dioxide percentage is 4.4, and there is no change in the nitrogen percentage in exhaled and inhaled air. There is no change. So when we are seeing the questions, why does the amount of oxygen vary between the exhaled and inhaled air? Oxygen utilized in the cells to produce energy. That's why in exhaled air oxygen percentage is less. Second question. What has raised the percentage of carbon dioxide in exhaled air? So when we are observing this table, carbon dioxide percentage is more in exhaled air because of in our body, in cellular respiration, carbon dioxide is produced. That's why we are seeing more percentage of carbon dioxide in exhaled air. The total lung capacity of human beings is nearly 5,800 ml. Normally at the rest position, in inhale or exhale approximately 500 ml of air. 1200 ml of air remains in the lungs after complete exhalation. So in the normal rest position we are taking 500 ml of air into the body, and the rest of the after exhalation remain 1200 ml of air present in our lungs. This is about the inhalation, exhalation gas percentages. Transportation of gases. Already we know air is a mixture of gases. Air contains nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide and different types of other gases in minute levels. So whenever we are inhaling, in air oxygen percentage is 21%. And also hemoglobin have some different binding capacity with all gases. In alveoles, gases exchange takes place. So hemoglobin receives the oxygen from the alveoles and converted into the oxyhemoglobin. Formation of oxyhemoglobin in the place of alveoles in our lungs. After formation of this, it is moves towards the all the cells in our body. So actually in the hemoglobin we are seeing there are different kind of components are there, especially proteins and iron. When we are compare with oxygen and hemoglobin and chlorophyll structure, only one main difference is there. In hemoglobin in middle we are seeing iron molecule, but in the chloroplast structure in the middle of the chloroplast we are seeing magnesium. So this is the main difference. In hemoglobin we are seeing only iron. In chlorophyll structure we are seeing magnesium. So this is the main differences between the chlorophyll and hemoglobin. So hemoglobin is responsible for transportation of gases in our body. So it is taking oxygen from lungs to all the cells in our body, and it is receiving carbon dioxide from the cells. So it is also has more binding capacity with carbon dioxide. Hemoglobin has more binding capacity with carbon dioxide. So it is receiving carbon dioxide from the cells and carries towards the lungs. So carboxyhemoglobin form into the cells and it is carries towards the lungs. So in the same manner, gases exchange takes place in the alveoles with the help of diffusion method. So this is about the gases transportation from the lungs to cells to lungs. And when we are seeing some mountain trekkers and also sea divers. Sea diving people are carrying oxygen cylinder on their back because of oxygen. It is not present in the water in the form of gas. It is dissolved in the form. So oxygen present in the water, it is not utilized by the human beings because of our nose and our respiratory system is uh, not capable for receiving dissolved oxygen from the water. So we are not using oxygen present in the water. That's why we are carrying, especially sea divers carrying oxygen cylinders on their back. So oxygen present in the water, it is in the dissolved form. It is not useful for the human beings. It is not received by the respiratory organs present in the human body. And also mountain trekkers. Whenever we are reaching more heights, in the more height, there is no oxygen. So whenever we are trekking mountains, when height is increasing, the percentage of oxygen present in the air, it will be decreased. Oxygen present in the air, it will be decreased when we are going more heights. So in that situation, we are taking oxygen through the nose. It is not sufficient for our body. That's why mountain trekkers also carry the oxygen cylinder on their backs. So these are the important topic about the mountain trekkers and also sea divers. Why mountain trekkers and sea divers carrying oxygen cylinders?